This was a huge story in the UK. The tabloids, they went crazy publishing anything, whether it's true or not. Hello, and welcome to my journalism toolkit. I'm Jamal Osman. Today, I wanted to share the story of how I secured exclusive interviews with a British couple kidnapped by Somali pirates in 2009.
Harmed and in reasonable physical health.
This isn't just about reporting, it's about trust, perseverance, and navigating one of the most dangerous places in the world. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is my weekly podcast where I take you behind the scenes of some of my biggest stories. First, let's set the scene. Somali pirates were operating mainly from two key areas: Ail in Puntland, northeastern Somalia, and Haradere in central Somalia. They were organized groups, often divided by clan. The ones who kidnapped Paul and Rachel Chandler, they were from Haradere group. I first heard about the kidnapping on a Saturday morning. Like any journalist, my first instinct was to call my editor. Are we covering this story? While waiting for a decision, I started making calls, fact-checking. My contacts in Somalia confirmed the couple had been taken from their yacht near the Seychelles, and they were heading to Somali waters. Now, I didn't know the pirates in Haradere personally, but I did have contacts in Puntland, and I knew they could help. So I reached out to the pirates in Puntland, asking if they could connect me with the right group. At the same time, I sent a trusted local journalist to Haradere to make contact. Here's what worked in my favor. By the time my colleague arrived, the pirates in Haradere had already heard my name. They had seen my reporting. They knew I wasn't just another journalist parachuting in. When I finally got in touch with them, they were cautious. They said, "We are not in a position to say anything," but at least the door was open. A few weeks later, the pirates reached out to me directly, offering a short video message from the couple.
We will not be fed and given water.
That became our exclusive.
Concerned about the future. Our captives are very impatient now.
And this was a huge story in the UK. The tabloids, they went crazy publishing anything, whether it's true or not. But I refused to follow the noise. I had reliable sources in Somalia, and I stuck to facts. It wasn't easy, but over time my editors understood I was leading with accuracy, not hype. The pirates were suspicious of journalists. Some believed reporters were working for the British government, gathering intelligence. But I had one thing on my side: trust. A few months into covering this, the pirates hinted they might be open to an interview. I asked them a few questions, like whether they wanted or the couple requested to do the interview. They told me the hostages wanted. Then I got the green light. I didn't tell anyone before I left. Why? Because I thought if British spies find out, they might start tracking me. And if the pirates thought they were being watched, they wouldn't hesitate, they would kill me. So I traveled in silence, from London to Dubai, Djibouti, then I drove across Somalia, and finally headed towards Haradere, where the couple were being held. It was a brutal trip. I didn't sleep for 3 nights. But when I arrived, I got a 45-minute interview with the Chandlers in the bush.
It's kidnapping and extortion and even torture.
We are just animals to them. We've been kept caged up like animals.
I took the same treacherous route back, and when I landed at Heathrow, exhausted, sleep-deprived, barely functioning, I called my boss from the taxi. "I'm just back from the motherland. I have interviewed them." That's all I said to him. And then he said, "I want to meet you immediately." And I said, "Not happening. I haven't slept in days. I'll see you tomorrow." Before I could even rest, rival journalists and editors started calling. Someone must have leaked the information. Some even offered money, ridiculous amounts, to buy the footage. I refused to negotiate even. Why? Because to me, loyalty matters. Channel 4 News had taken a chance on me when no other media house would even respond to my applications. I wasn't going to sell them out. During their captivity, at one point, rumors spread. The pirates were about to release the chandeliers for $500,000. Some news outlets even sent reporters to Nairobi, expecting their arrival. But my source told me the pirates would never settle for that amount. So I trusted my instincts and stayed put. Sure enough, no release happened. But when the real deal was made, my editor asked me, "Jamal, do you want to go back to Somalia to film their release?" I said, "That's not a good idea." By then, rival journalists were watching me very closely. And in places like Somalia, competition can turn deadly. Here's something that no other journalist knew. The key negotiator was not a government official. He was a Somali minicab driver from North London, Edmonton, Dahir Kadiye. His clan connections gave him leverage with the pirates.
What do you feel now?
Happy to be alive.
And I was the only journalist who got the footage of him receiving the couple in the bush. There was another interesting element, and that was the British government's involvement. Publicly, the British government said, "We don't negotiate with pirates, we don't pay criminals." But my sources told me otherwise. So we had those two elements that were exclusive. In the end, we were ahead of everyone. We had details no one else had. Looking back, the only reason I got access to the pirates was because other pirates in Ale vouched for me. They trusted me. So my reputation got there before I did. The British tabloids were relentless. They threw out every wild claim they could just to get a headline. But I refused to follow the noise. I stuck to facts even when under pressure to respond to rumors. At the end of the day, this wasn't about me. It wasn't about getting an exclusive. It was about telling a story that mattered. Thank you for joining me. Don't forget to join me, Substack, my journalism toolkit. I'll see you next time.